Oh wow, this thing went live quick. Alright, so let's just done with that. Let's turn the camera around and flip it towards me. Alright. Been a rough day. Doing snow removals. We got hit with a northeastern, and I'm getting some salt because I ran out of salt. And now it's just driving slow, man. You know, if I had to pick and choose, like heading out, I would have waited another day, but I am slammed with work. And I hired a guy, and you know, but he never called me. You know, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I gotta drive slow. I'm not burning no freaking gas, not blowing no trainees, not blowing the engines. Yeah, man. So it's rough, man. We got hit with a lot of snow. In front of my house, on my deck alone, my top deck, we got 3 feet. That's because the snow was blown off the roof onto the deck. And then on the secondary deck, we had exactly 24 inches. And then on my driveway, on both the driveways, exactly 24 inches. Not exactly, give or take a couple of inches too. Who gives a fuck, you know? But yeah, man. So I'm doing snow removals. It's rough because this thing is high. It goes above my blowers. So you know, I usually have to back up, go back and forth, back and forth. And what makes it hard is that I don't have a helper to come behind me. You know, so I have to use 2 blowers, and then, you know, I gotta spread salt and then take pictures. It's tough, man. It's real tough being owner-operator solo. I'm doing shit solo. Things are looking up. Things are getting real busy. You know, but, you know, this is business. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about some things, man. About third parties. Charles King did a great video. I saw it, very good, on point. And he just, you know, he's real, you know, he's truthful with his information. And I'm gonna piggyback off of him. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look up Charles King Preservation on YouTube and you'll find him. Good guy, man, real good guy. All right, my experiences with third parties. I'm only going on my experience, and you know, and what I dealt with. You know, if you're starting out, like I said before, it's good to start with a third party. It's good to learn the ways and understand how to process work, how to actually read these work orders. You know, and it's basically a good way just to get your feet wet, man, and learn this industry. And there's no better opportunity than to deal with a third party other than the fact just to learn. You know, some third parties are good, but then you got some real bad, shady third parties that don't care about nothing. They're only there to just profit off of you. You know, you can tell it just by their pricing. And these are the companies you need to stay away from. So before you sign up with any company or, you know, any third party, tell them to send you their pricing. You know, you're allowed to shop around. You know, don't sign up with them if you don't feel like you don't have to. You know, you need to know who you're dealing with. You know, so do your research. There's a bunch of preservation groups on Facebook. Just look up, you know, these groups. And you know, just ask questions. Like Charles King said, you know, there's a lot of people there that will give you good information, that will point you and direct you towards the path you need to go on. You know, there's a lot of chatter there. You know, there's, oh, be careful with this company, be careful with that company, and then they're putting their prices up. You know, for me, you know, I'm gonna talk to you about my bad experiences with third parties. You know, at first, it's all, you know, you know, you get the honeymoon period, you know, when you sign up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take good care of you. Yeah, man, don't worry about it, just go do it. Oh man, and they'll call you, listen, I got a big job for you. And meanwhile, they know you're new, and they'll be like, oh, I got a big job for you, it's $3,000. Listen, for a person that's just starting into the business and say, oh, I got a job worth $3,000, you know, you're gonna be like, holy crap, that's real good. You know, oh man, this is nice. You know, but then when you do the work, you're breaking even. That's not what we're in business for. We're in business to make profit. You know, to be able to feed the kids and pay the bills and be able to stack some money for other jobs. You know, but man, as soon as you sign up with these third parties, you got a honeymoon period. And that's when things are real good and gravy. But then you got they kick things back to you. Oh, you're missing this, you're missing that. Listen, most important thing you need to understand and know about this industry is that pictures matter. You know, the more pictures you take, the better. You know, I preferably, when I go to a property, I take 300 to 300 plus pictures. Sometimes, you know, well, between 200 to 300 and something pictures. I'm talking about 375 over simple work orders. You know, like, oh, remove, replace, sub pump, you know, check breakers. I'm taking pictures of everything. First thing I do when I get to the property, I take exterior photos, complete surrounding, 360. And then I go interior. I take 3 to 5 pictures per room. And then I'm taking pictures of the ceiling and floor. And if there's a missing radiator, the busted lines, I'm taking pictures of that too. You know, just take pictures of every single thing. If you see a little spot of mold, take pictures of that. You know, so the more pictures you have, the better. You know, you can, you know, you'll be better. You'll back yourself up more. You know, but let's get back to third parties and my bad experiences. I could speak for like 3 companies that I dealt with. One is, well, 2 of them are based in Long Island. I did this roof repair, and you know, I took pictures. Like I said before, pictures are important. I took pictures. You know, they said, "Oh man, listen, we got a roof for you. It's the job is worth $3,000." I was like, "All right, no problem." So it's basically, you know, it's pretty big roof by myself actually. It was a flat roof. It was a front porch actually, and it was a flat roof. So I tore the whole roof apart, and I redid it. And I showed pictures of all my debris in the truck and in the trailer, and everything. You know, I showed pictures of the receipt for Home Depot. I showed pictures of the dump receipt. And when everything was said and done, the job was completed. I did a little above and beyond, because I was like, oh man, let me do a good job. I did drip edge. They didn't say in the work order to do drip edge, but I threw that in there. Boom, I threw a little bit of, about, I think was fascia. I had aluminum around, so I just used the aluminum. I just put it in the front to cover the exposed wood to prevent it from rotting any further. But anyway, they kicked the work order back to me. And I said, oh, you left debris. We sent an inspector over there, and there was tons of debris in the backyard. I was like, that was there before I even started the job. I took pictures of the job before I even agreed on to taking the job. Well, that's your job, is you got to take it. I was like, listen, I'm not taking the fucking job. I said, I'm not doing that, because that's not what you told me to do. If you want me to pick up the debris, you pay me extra. Oh, no, that's part of your job description. You're supposed to take all roof materials. I was like, yes, all roof materials, debris that I generated was taken, So anyway, long story short, they were like, oh, we're not going to pay you. I was like, listen, I'm going to go to your office, and we're going to talk this out. You're going to give me my fucking money. So I drove to Long Island, and I waited there, By the time I got there, state troopers waiting at the office, And I was like, look, I told you guys there was debris there. I told you guys that it needed to be removed. I went above and beyond and did the job. And now you're telling me you're not going to pay me until I remove the debris? Look at the pictures I sent in. Oh, no. But, it was a misunderstanding. The second you go in person, the story, the script changed. Because now you're not on the phone. Now you're in person. I'm not here to intimidate anybody, but this is what I'm talking about: third parties robbing people. Finding new ways to take your money. And that's what got me mad, or gets me mad about third parties. Another company is another one in Long Island. Oh man, we got so much work, and I'm like, all right, no problem. I banged out about $7,000 worth of work in about a week's period. And now they're kicking work orders back to me. Oh no, that the property's occupied. I was like, the property's occupied after the fact that I did it. It's not my problem that the property's occupied. When I went to the property and did the work order, there was no one there. So you still have to pay me. Oh, we're not gonna pay you. So I was like, all right. And then they found other excuses not to pay me for landscape work. One was worth $2,500. They said, oh, clear the driveway and clear all around the house and do up to 24 inches away from the house. And if the tree is, any overhead branches hanging over the house, and it looks like it could cause damage, please remove it. So I did all that good stuff. And they was like, oh, you forgot to do around the garage. I was like, no, I did the garage. I did everything, Oh, you forgot to remove the leaves. So I'm like, man, listen, he is finding excuses not to pay me. Please give me my motherfucking money. That's it. Give me my money, man. The second you start getting bad feelings about a company, and they start to nickel dime you, and they change the invoices on you, and they change the pricing, and then they're finding any excuse not to pay you, that's when you have problems. So my one advice at this point, well, I got a couple of, do your homework, do your due diligence, take tons of pictures, let them know what's going on with the property before you even decide to do the work, because you're not obligated to do any fucking thing. Don't feel pressured that, don't feel bullied that if you don't do it, you're not gonna, they're not gonna give you no more work. You have that right, So do your homework, man. Look at their prices. And if this is something that you can't deal with and you feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make money, doing grass cuts at $25, nobody should be doing grass cuts at $25 anyway. And I'm just throwing this out there, you know what I mean? For the smallest lots, we're looking at close to $35 minimum. And then you have your allowables. If you got debris, if you got trash floating around, if you got leaves, if you feel like you got the time and you can clean up the place real quick and make it look better than before, do it. But make sure that you're getting paid for it. You're not there to remove trash for free either. I had this one company, oh, you have to remove up to 3 cubic yards for free. For free? Get the fuck out of here. And I'm only speaking on experiences. So, but you do got good companies out there, man. One is a regional third party. US Best. They're pretty good to deal with. They're pretty fair with their numbers, So if you hook up with a third party, make sure they have US Best pricing, where you're gonna make some money. I spoke, I talked a lot of trash about US Best, but to be honest with you, I still do business with them. I just had issues with the coordinators, that they feel like they could talk to you any way they want, and that it doesn't fly, that doesn't go by, I ain't letting that shit rock either, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to get robbed, and I'm not here to get bullied, but if you can find pricing like US Best Repairs, you're gonna be okay. You will make money with them, or with a third party like that. Just make sure that they pay you. There's good companies out there, man. You just gotta take your time and look for them. I have yet to find a company, a third party at that, to actually, that I can actually say this company's a real good company. So I've had a lot of bad experiences, and I've lost tons and tons of money. But here I am still doing my thing, still working hard, still, waking up, checking my mail, my inbox, planning my routes, because I found a system that works for me, you know, and don't take more than what you can handle, stay within what you believe you can do, man. Don't ask for so much work where you're not going to be able to do anything, because I've been there too, and I'm speaking on experience, take on what you can handle. If you're solo, if you're starting off alone, it's overwhelming sometimes, and I'm speaking for me, because now I'm working alone, and it's overwhelming and it's tough. It's hard, man. But if you're doing the right thing and you're banging the work orders out one by one, and you're making sure that you're not missing anything, you're crossing your T's and you're dotting your I's, you should be good, so do your homework. I'm not saying all third parties are bad, but the ones I dealt with were all horrible, and I was dealing with a bunch of shady individuals, man, a bunch of crooks, and the thing is that they in order for everybody to be happy, we need to be fair to each other. If you got a company out there just solely focusing on just giving you tons of work orders where you're overwhelmed, and then you start getting late on stuff and they start charging you and all this other stuff. So take only what you can handle, and don't take everything and anything they throw at you. Do your math. So they say, oh man, we got a little demo job for you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do your math. They're gonna give you the work order. You're gonna be like, all right, give me a date to look at it, and then I'll let you know if I want it. Do your homework. Let's say if it's 2 hours out of your way. You know what? Fuck it. Do your homework. Go to the property. Take your measurements and do your math. Standard pricing for like demolition and just clean treat. Basically, clean treat is like for light mold abatement. You're basically using Modex or bleach. So what I do is for demo, I charge $1 per square foot. That's for sheetrock and insulation. You price those differently. So if you got 100 square feet of sheetrock, you charge $1 per square feet. And if you got behind the sheetrock, if you got insulation, you charge $1 per square feet. Now to clean and treat, you're charging $1.25 per square feet. That's the number that I'm working with. So I'm just giving you guys good numbers. And then to clean and treat is $1.25 per square foot. And then what I do is to paint, to seal with kills, I'm charging $1.50 per square foot. So when they give you a work order, go and do your math. You know what I mean? Now, you got to keep in mind that your third party is going to take 20% off of that. And then their client is probably taking 20% off of the top. So right there, you do your math. And then you find out if it's reasonable or not. I can't, I'm sorry. Or yeah, sure, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Yeah, why not? But this is just information that I'm putting out there, and I'm hoping you guys can benefit from it. Just do your best though, man, and do your homework, and always speak, ask questions, call your third parties and your regionals, tell them to send you any kind of literature or any information, any guidelines, and learn from that and absorb that information and apply it on the field once you read it a couple of times, and bring the notes with you and use that to your benefit. You'll be surprised how more efficient you'll be if you get the right information. There's other companies out there just give you work orders and just hope and pray that you fuck up so you don't have to get paid. There are other companies out there that won't let you fail. They'll say, hey, listen, man, I kind of want to talk to you. You kind of screwed up. Can we please go back and take care of it? And I'll explain to you exactly how to do it. Or if they're local, they'll say, well, I'll meet you over there. So, you can know exactly what is it how we got to do it. You know what I mean? There's companies out there to do that too, But me, I have yet to find them, you know. So, you know, do your homework, do your research. Also network. You know, find some other people in the same industry. You know, like me and my boy. You know, we've become real good friends, man. And you know, we call each other every day. You know, we're always asking questions. We're always trying, always trying to help each other out the best way we know how. You know, and that's what I think we should all do, man. You know, network and find out which is the best way to do things. You know, how not to screw things up and all that other stuff. But anyway, I'm at one of my properties and I got to do another snow removal. I'll let you guys go. Listen, if you got any questions, any comments, please leave them. I'm not here to bash any companies. I just want what's right for everybody. You know, everybody's entitled to make money, but not off the, not when it's to the point where people are getting robbed, you know, and being beat the fuck up, you know, and, you know, just do your due diligence, do your research, do your homework, and know your prices, and find out if these prices work for you. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty certain that you will be able to negotiate your pricing, you know, if you got a good third party that you're working with. I'm like, oh no, we can't do it for this number. This is what I'm getting, and this is what this is what I have to pay out. You know, this is what, I have to take this in order to make a certain amount of money, you know, as well, in order to cover processing, PPW, and all this other stuff, you know. So just do your homework. Anyway, I got to get to work. I'm glad I took a little break. I was sweating my balls off. But yeah, if you got any questions, any comments, please leave them. Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm right. You know, I'm all for constructive criticism. I'm all for it. You know, so just let me know, man. Anyway, as always, peace. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Any questions, any comments, please leave them. And look at what I'm going to deal with right now. Boom. Can't even see it. It's so white. That thing is high as a motherfucker. But yeah, man. And I'm doing it solo, but it's all good. You know? Peace.